student film.
Yeah.
It's called The Color Theory.
Really? I'm going to be in a short film once it ever gets cut.
Once it ever
matter
gets
of fact, once, because once it ever gets edited and presented.
You know how long that takes.
Yeah, that'll take forever. Yeah, I know, but filming was a real interesting phenomenon. My first show was February 3rd, 2023, and I have done over 300 shows since then. I woke up one day and said to my wife, I think I want to do some open mics. And she turned white, and because she's a professional performer, my wife has been in theater her whole life. And she said, why don't you take a class? And I did.
He was asleep when I first met him. I walk in at the appointed time, and I see this guy with, at the time, gray hair, passed out, like he's sitting up. He's like, asleep on the couch. And I went up to the counter, and I told the barista, I said, hi, I'm Susan. I'm here to meet someone named Bob. And he takes me over, and he says, well, how does he look asleep? And I said, tired. Wants to entertain people. He calls himself an attention whore. Oh no, his sister calls him an attention whore, and she made a T-shirt that says that. But one of his routines is about, I'm not an attention whore, I'm an attention slut. I don't take money for it.
I was 76 and a half when I started, so if that's my midlife crisis, then 152 is on the table.
50 years older than me, That's amazing. Give it up for the legend himself, Mr. Bob Lombardi!
Thank you. So, whenever I get on a stage, I get very nostalgic because my first stage was pulled by horses. Yeah. So I am here for diversity, obviously. Yeah. So I turned 70. Yeah, 9 years ago. I know I'm a boomer, and that makes me mid, but I have Riz, so I am lit. I have no idea what I just said. So I love hanging around with young people like Patrick, but they all complain about their work. I'm very attached to my job. It's trying to stay alive. Yeah, they complain about spreadsheets. I don't want to be spread under a sheet. Yeah. Everyone has a resting face. I don't want to have rest in peace face. People, I know I'm not here for a long time, but I'm here for a good time. Yeah! This is all great. There is nothing better. There's no better high than an audience.
Oh my God, I'm so fucking cold right now. Oh my God.
Bob Lombardi! Believe me, this is farthest. This is better than any dream I could have imagined. It really is. My comedy is me. Nobody else is doing 79-year-old Bob. Nobody else is doing 23-year-old Mitchell or 23-year-old Nick. Everybody's doing their own stuff. So we aren't in competition with each other. So literally the only thing I miss about teaching is young energy. Everything else, totally forgettable. Being around young energy, that's just makes every day worth living. It's amazing. I love it. I'm literally walking in Times Square, the busiest part of, New York, maybe even the world. And Tony runs up to me and goes, "Bob, we did a show with Claire, and I'm gonna produce a variety show, and I want you to be part of it." And I think I've been on every show but one. I think I might have missed one.
He was a teacher. He's done so much in his life, but like after retiring and like being in his 70s, like he's taught me, I feel like that, like you can keep going, or like, like we're so young and it's like we have so much time.
Bob is almost like I would say
the grandfather I never had.
I don't have the best relationship with my grandparents, and Bob changed my point of view of old people. I wasn't fans of old people, and something about him, something about his energy, it just changed. I feel like him and I just really connect on, are able to talk about anything.
Humor is not only subjective, but it is very generational. So what I've discovered is my job when I perform is, number one, gauge the audience and see what kind of, I've got stuff that I do for very young people that I don't do for an older crowd. I've got edgy stuff, I've got very mainstream, old school stuff. So it all depends. And my job is to make people laugh and not to question why they laugh.
Sometimes you'll just say certain jokes that like don't really land, or they kind of remind me of Bob is at his age of like almost 80.
I don't usually follow politics because, I believe that, nobody should take the law into their own hands. So, but I am very excited about the new mayoral election. Yes. I'm so glad that Zorro won. Yes!
This is
Viva!
Zorro!
Viva Zorro!
On our most recent talent show, Bob was going to be a guardian angel, and he, for some reason, someone put him on, I think he came up with it, was Zorro Mamdani, like with a Z, and he wanted to do the bit so bad. And he texted me like days and days before of like, make sure to bring this mask, which he still has, and I need to get back from him. But I brought the mask, and he did the bit. And to me, it was the funniest thing of just like, yeah, Bob, you're doing your bit. And I don't know if it landed.
He's very easy to work with, and I kind of love that. Like, he's not like closed off to any, like he's not very close-minded when it comes to any like wacky ideas that we're doing. Like anytime like we want him to wear like a stupid costume, or like say like, or have a funny role, or even just doing like promotional material as well.
Because people say age is a number. For me, age is a quantity of energy, and I've always conserved my energy. Since pretty much I've done everything on my life half-assed. I don't think I'm 40 yet, energetically wise. So I see to me, I'm in touch with someone who's been in the performing industry, and he's having a big crisis because he turned 60. And you're a kid. You're 60. You're a kid.
He really does want to make people laugh. Part of that feeds his ego, but he genuinely wants to make people happy and make people smile.